The best traders are those who know exactly where their exits are, their entry is, and everything else. It's all highlighted. There's no confusion whatsoever. That is why today I'm going to help you and tell you exactly how you can build your own profitable trading playbook that you're going to use to trade every single day to make money in this market. Now, the first thing to get out of the way is that this does not apply to those who want the easy way out. What I mean by that is that those who want to use indicators, those who want to use an AI bot to trade for them, doesn't apply to you. These apply to those who actually want to take their own trades, be profitable traders in the long run, and you want to know exactly what you're doing. So the first question to ask yourself is, do you prefer to make money in literally less than an hour, or you want to make money in 2 to 4 hours, right? Something like that. Of course, most people would say, you know, quickly you want to make your money in less than an hour, but you need to understand that a few things come with this. So what I mean is, do you want to be a scalper? Scalper are those who literally in and out of the markets in a few minutes. You want to be a day trader? This is somebody that, you know, maybe I'll say an hour, maybe 4 hours. You enter your trade in a higher time frame. Then there's also swing traders. You might be in your trade for a day, 2 days, 3 days. But there are pros and cons to these, right? Scalpers usually, I would say, make a smaller amount unless you're putting on a super high risk, but generally smaller amount, but you're making these every day. You find your trades probably more often than others. Day traders, bigger, you know, slightly bigger numbers, but you'll be in a trade for a while. And swing traders, they can catch like a 50k trade or something crazy, and this will generally take them a few days, right? So there are pros and cons to both, depends on how you are, because some people cannot stand being in the markets for too long. You just panic too much or ready to leave the trade in a few minutes. So you need to know if you can handle it. Hence why you need to ask yourself the question, are you able to, and which one you prefer? The second is, what session do you prefer to trade? We have London session, New York session, Asian session. First of all, I'm going to tell you all these time zones based on where I'm at, because I'm currently in London, so you know, GMT is my time. But for me, this will be in the morning from 8 a.m. This is when I prefer to trade, and for these you would need to know that you're available to trade at that time. New York session is from 1 p.m. to, you know, I'll say about 4 p.m. You don't really want to be trading past that because volume gets super dead. Then Asian session is midnight, right? This is night time, maybe around 1 a.m. to about 4 a.m. somewhere along that line. I don't really dig into Asian session, but you need to know which one suits you. Depending on what country you're at, one will be better for you. So this is super important because the pairs that you trade as well in these sessions is important. So you need to know exactly what works for you. Are you someone who works? Do you have commitments? Do you have wife and kids? Do you go to school, right? You need to figure out which one works for you. So when you know the one that works for you, then you can look into what pairs you should trade. Generally, London session, you want to trade pairs with GBP in it, maybe euros, but generally pound pairs, GBP USD, GBP JPY, GBP CAD, GBP AUD. Most GBP pairs, you want to look into them anyway. Euro pairs as well, yes. But for your New York session, you want to obviously look into USD pairs. So anything with USD in it, this is when gold as well usually does well, NAS 100 does well. Anything with USD next to it is the sweet one. This is where most people prefer to trade. I think it works for most people. Volume is super crazy at this time as well, so this is like a fan favorite, but you can make money in either. And Asian session is usually where it kind of consolidates a bit more. I think it has the least volume, I would say. A bit more consolidation, but some people don't really have a choice. But this is when you want to be trading pairs with JPY in it. These are the Asian pairs. This is the Japanese yen. That is what you want to be looking into. Now, the third, probably one of the most important, is if you want to be that guy with a high win rate, or you want to be that guy with a high RR, just meaning risk and reward. And why this is important is because higher win rate most of the time comes with a lower RR, right? For you to win most often, you're kind of taking trades that don't really, you know, it's not going to swing and go for 1 to 16 or anything crazy. For you to be consistent, right? These apply to people that are consistently making money, not those who have a small stop loss and then you catch that one lucky trade, right? For the way I trade, I prefer to have a higher win rate just because of my psychology as well. I prefer to win every single day. As long as I win every day, I'm happy, right? Just daily wins stacking up, I am happy. That is it. Because overall, I'm going to have more money anyway, right? Just by winning every single day, maybe a loss on this day, but I'm winning generally most of the time, I'm good. But obviously some people just prefer to see 1 to 69 RRs, something crazy like that, right? They just prefer that, and that is what works for them. But to catch these kind of trades, you will lose more trades. The market does not give you 1 to 10s, 1 to 20s, 1 to 5s that often. Let's be real, it doesn't, right? But the way I trade, I'm able to pretty much trade every single day. I get my setups consistently. So if you actually want to look into this, look into how I trade, or you want to trade with me, there is a mentorship group link down below. You can actually join for just $1 for 7 days. But yeah, just decide which one you prefer, and I'll just say go for one and just learn a strategy that works for either. Now, the fourth is if you prefer to trade stocks or forex. Futures is technically just trading stocks, and this works for some people because one of the major benefits is that there's no spreads. Spreads is kind of just when you enter here and then it enters you slightly late because the brokers do have to make money some way. So that's generally what happens, right? You enter at a certain point, it enters you slightly later. Sometimes it can be worse, sometimes it can be super precise on some brokers. Stocks has almost no spreads. If you're trading futures, no spreads. Where you enter is where you enter, where you leave is where you leave. And everybody else who's trading futures or stocks is seeing the same thing. But with Forex now, different brokers will show you different numbers. Your entry might be different to your bedroom who's trading next to you. Things are slightly different, right? Because Forex is slightly more manipulated. Doesn't mean it's sketchy or anything, but there are a bit more, you know, discotheque stuff happening in the background. But those are kind of the major pros and cons. But in general, pick which one you prefer. You can make money with either, but this is just the major frame point to think about before you actually start. Your trading strategy would then be the second playbook that you would need to actually then put together, which is a lot more in depth. For this is the major questions you want to be asking yourself before you start actually trading. Now, if you did find any value in the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.